Are you wanting to know how I'm able to put 15% down on a property? In this video, I'm going to share with you how exactly I'm able to find lenders that allow me to put 15% down on an investment property. This is episode 3 of how to start investing in real estate, and we are trucking through everything. 2 things, guys. Down below, there's going to be a link to the 7-step free guide that I am going over in these YouTube videos a lot more in depth than the guide. It's a blueprint, so whenever you have questions about what's the next step in the process, you can have that back to refer to, so you don't have to come back and watch the YouTube videos. You can definitely do that if you want to, because these videos are a lot more in depth than the guide, but I encourage you to download the guide. Second thing, I'm giving away my one-on-one real estate investing coaching mentorship one-on-one with me, and I'm going to take you every step of the process. I'm going to be holding your hand through everything, and we're going to be getting you the financial freedom that you deserve through real estate investing. All you have to do to enter the giveaway is subscribe and turn on bell notifications, like this video, and comment down below contest. There's going to be a second way to enter the contest, and down below there's going to be a link in the description, and it's going to tell you how to enter the contest for a second entry. Without any more plugs, we're going to get into the video now. I'm going to link the first episode up here so you can watch every step of the process as we go along. So when it comes to lending, a lot of times you don't want to go to your big banks for investment property loans, because just recently, maybe 2 days ago, I called Bank of America to find out what the requirements are for an investment property. Spoiler alert, you're going to need a 740 credit score, a minimum of a 30% down payment, and that's just going on right now because of the pandemic, and that is for the big banks. 740 credit score, 30% down, and you're going to be roughly getting a 3.5 interest rate, roughly, depending on your credit score. That's exactly why I'm telling you not to go to the big banks. Well, you might be asking yourself, if I'm not going through Bank of America, Chase, or all these other big banks, who do I go through? All you do is you Google lenders in the targeted market. First off, you're going to look for local credit unions. You're going to call every local credit union inside of your targeted market that has above a 4-star rating in Google. First thing you're going to ask them, talk to a loan officer, then you're going to find out the requirements for an investment property loan. It's going to be 20 to 25, sometimes 30% like the bigger banks. They're going to tell you a minimum credit score you're going to need to have. So after you've done that, and you haven't heard any great numbers, if you haven't heard a 3.25 interest rate, if you haven't heard 20% or 25% down payment, sometimes 15%, that's what I got on my very first investment property, is 15% down. This is what I'm teaching you, is you can call everyone up and figure out what their minimum requirements are for an investment properties. That's exactly what I did. And I found someone willing to do 15% down. So after calling all these credit unions and you don't find out what you're exactly looking for, then you can call mortgage lenders in the targeted area. That's what I want you to Google. Mortgage lenders in Indianapolis, Indiana. It's going to pull up a whole list, same process. 4 stars and above, that's who you call. You're just going to call them up, ask them exactly what you asked the other banks or the credit unions. So when you call them up, ask them, can I talk to a loan officer? When you get on phone with the loan officer, hey, what's your minimum requirements? Most of the time, I found that when you call mortgage lenders, they are going to have the better rates, the better down payment, etc. You might have to pay points down to get the interest rate that you want. That's okay if you're willing to pay an extra $1,000 to $2,000 at the closing table when you close on a property just to get an interest rate down from a 3.75 to a 3.25. That's totally fine, because in the end, when you're holding this property for 30 years plus, you recoup all that money that you put down to buy the interest rate down, because that's locked in for life. So when you're on the phone with these lenders, these banks, you want to tell them the numbers. You want to let them know that this property is going to cash flow like crazy. So that's exactly how I'm getting 15% down on my properties. If you haven't been keeping up with the episodes, I'm going to be popping up video over here, and it's going to be episode 2, and it's going to be talking about the cash flow analysis and how to run that against a rental property. So go check out that video if you want to know how to run a cash flow analysis. So until episode 4, I'm out. See ya.